Hello and welcome to the next Lukozer retro game review video, and for this one it is arguably the most frustrating and hateful sack of fucking shit ever to have been marketed under the term video game. So this is Eyeball 2, which was released by Firebird software in, I can't remember when, I think about 88, I think. I'll have to check on that. So this is the sequel to Eyeball, which I reviewed fucking ages ago. And I thought Eyeball was, actually I overrated it in the video. I mean, it's okay, but it has no lastability of any kind. So yeah, I should really go back and rescore it. It doesn't deserve more than 5. I know I think I gave it 7. Must have been feeling very generous. This is not going to be scoring anywhere near 7 or 5. So let's start with a bit of an explanation. If you know the first Eyeball game, then well, this bears no resemblance to it whatsoever. It's not a horizontal scroller, neither is an Eyeball. It's a vertical scroller. This isn't that either. Let's just get a game underway and yeah. Right, now the starting level is randomly chosen, and almost as if it's to try and piss me off, it keeps choosing this fucking one. This is possibly the most difficult of all the starting levels. So you are down the bottom here as I'm bouncing around like that. You collect various sort of power-ups. The gem that I picked up there is a turbo fuel injection, I think it says, and that makes you move faster. The bomb at the top, I guess it's like a smart bomb. I think you have to activate it, and I'm trying to remember the key. Oh well, we'll find out if I can pick one up. Then there is yeah, I said the bomb. So then there's the key, which you can see on the other side of this sort of structure here. You have to pick that up in order to get through the exit. Then on the well, if we look on the panel, so we've got the key, the bomb, the gem that I picked up. I can't for life remember what that next thing is. And then underneath that is your number of lives. So I have 3 lives. Then your score. And then your time. Now you notice that I've really let the time run out. The trouble is, apart from like these structures, if you hit anything else, you lose a life. Now, how the fuck am I supposed to get through that? I don't lose energy. You do lose your life. Right, so I picked up the fuel injection again. Right. So I'm trying to position myself, but this thing, there is so much fucking inertia on the character you control that trying to move him around is ludicrously fucking hard. The problem is, if you leave it too long, more of these like whatever they're meant to be will appear, and you then just cannot get through the level at all. You just can't get out of that area you start. So I got absolutely fuck all nowhere. But then that's the usual story if you have that starting screen. So this one is slightly easier, and I do mean slightly. I mean, you're bouncing off absolutely fucking everything. So now, yeah, you have to knock those squares so that they fall down, so you can then get through up the top there. But as they're falling, if you touch them, as you've just seen, you will lose a life. You don't lose a life if they're stationary, but yeah, if they're moving, they will kill you. Of course, because this is possibly the most uncontrollable game I've ever played, yeah, trying to avoid them when they're falling is a lot easier said than done. So, right, so we've got that area open. Now all these fuckers are all coming down here, so let's try and clear a bit of space. And of course, on top of all of this, you've got this fucking time limit. You've also just spotted there some of the obstacles will appear after a certain amount of time has passed, and that is the only time that they will disappear. So you've got to well, you've got to wait. But bearing in mind, say your time limit, waiting is far from ideal. Of course, I landed on that block, which then straight away moved, so then it killed me. This is another level where you've got to spend a lot of time fucking waiting. So at the moment, I can't get to the exit, I can't reach the key, that's as high as I bounce. So you have to wait for the time, I think it's when the time goes past 70. And then part of the obstacles disappear. Yeah, there they go. Now of course, all these things are moving, so if you touch any of them, you die. So you have to wait for it to stop moving. There we go, right. So now, I've finally got the key. But I still can't bounce up high enough, yeah, because I have to wait for them. So now that they have started falling, I might actually have a vague chance of getting through this level. Now those flashing bricks that are moving up and down, they will still kill me. There we go, got through that level. God, I made it past the first stage. Now again, it's going to be random as to what the next level will be. Never seen this one before. Right, so I've got to try and bounce up the side here. I know those fucking things don't come down here. Right, so I've got the key. Now, what the fuck am I meant to do now? I'm guessing, right, I need the box. Right, okay, so that part of the earth. You just know what's going to happen. It'll be the top part of that inner box that disappears, not the bottom. So I've never seen this screen before, so I don't know for sure, but yep, there we go. What a fucking surprise. You got a chance to get through the level, let's make it as much of a fucking cunt as we can. And when you lose a life, the entire level gets reset. So, yeah, if you want to try and get through any of the levels, you have to do it without losing a life. Otherwise, the whole thing is fucking reset. So I suspect, now I've got to get down fucking quick before, yeah, down here all builds up again. Alright, so that area's opened up. That one's gone. Right. Alright, now that section has opened up. But how the fuck do we get in there with all this fucking inertia on this character. Get down. Right. Poxy fucking thing. On to stage fucking 3. Again, I have no idea what it will be. Right, this is one of those levels, or another one of the levels, that can also be your starting point. Again, you can't really hang about, and of course I have, so I don't know how the fuck I got through there. Alright, so I got that fucking key, and now I'm going to hit that thing, which means that the level is totally reset again. So now I'll move a bit faster, but I mean it doesn't really make any fucking difference. Just... I mean, come on, how the fuck am I going to get around there? And there we go. I think that is game over. Yes, it is. Right. Let's get the review underway, shall we? And I suppose I'll have to start another game while I'm doing said review. Graphics. It's strange how a game is able to be both colourful and monochromatic at the same time, but this does it. With the exception of the flashing objects that are moving, everything is all one colour. They look like they have just been ported straight from the Spectrum, and yeah, they are staggeringly ordinary, even more so than they were in the original Eyeball game. In terms of audio, there is no music at all. The sound effects, like your firing, are staggeringly annoying. The speech is certainly clear, but that is also staggeringly fucking annoying. I absolutely detest the speech in this game. I don't care how well done it is and how good it may sound, and you fucking sack of cunt! I mean, you know, is it supposed to sound like, you know, oh, cheeky chappy, just oh, go for it? If somebody was standing there in front of you and just said, go for it, I mean, how much willpower do you need to stop yourself punching him so hard in the fucking face that his skull doesn't shoot out the back of his fucking head? I fucking hate the speech in this game. I fucking hate everything about this game. So that brings us on to gameplay. It is possibly the most unplayable fucking load of bollocks I've ever had the misfortune to sit through. Who the fucking hell came up with the idea of this unbearable sack of fucking misery? It bears no resemblance at all to the first Eyeball game. I mean, that was pretty boring and pretty forgettable, but at least you could control this, whatever the fucking hell it's supposed to be, that you know, you're moving. Here, there is so much inertia on the character that, you know, trying to just get him to stop in the place you want him to is nigh on impossible. By the time you have been able to actually do such an advanced move as get him to remain stationary in the area you want him to, there are so many enemies that have appeared on the particular level you are on that there is absolutely no fucking chance of being able to do it. I mean, look at that. Then there is the fact that almost everything you touch kills you straight away. None of the energy, none of the initial appearance where you are able to pass through them that you had in the original game. No, here, as soon as they appear, bang, you're fucking dead. And it doesn't just apply to the enemy fucking bollocky things, whatever they are, that show up. Oh, you fucking cunt! Why does he keep putting me on this fucking level? So yeah, so it's not just those things that appear. Anything that's moving will kill you, even though once, you know, or in the case of a number of items, once they stop moving, they're then perfectly okay. At no time in the instructions does it tell you that. It is just... It's a fucking joke, but not in the least bit funny. I mean, it's just taking the fucking piss. I mean, look, all I'm trying to do, yeah, is get up there and... Fucking hell, I don't know how I managed to survive that. Right. So, right, I don't need that fucking box, so I'm going to leave that there. Then there's the fact that after all that, you know, frustration and everything of trying to move around, and then, cool, you're finally fucking able to, you've got this fucking time limit. So you can't hang about, despite the fact that the design of the game means you've got little, you know, no fucking choice. You have to fucking, you know, keep waiting just to be able to move, because all these enemies are all flying around blocking the, you know, like millimetre fucking wide passageway you have to try and get through. And then, as if, you know, all of that wasn't enough, there are then rooms like this, where in order to progress, you've just got to sit around and wait for fucking ages for, you know, various objects to disappear. So your time limit is being wasted through no fault of your own. It's just that you can't fucking do anything. Alright, so now I can finally get up there, grab that fucking key. Alright, so I'm firing the wrong way, so I just want to turn and face the other way. Oh, fucking hell, it actually let me do it. So now it is just a case of trying to time the jump. Which I failed to do, but there we go. So, God, fuck me, is that level 2 I've done as well? So I've actually managed to do 2 levels. So the game is, well, it's borderline unplayable. It is staggeringly fucking frustrating. It is ridiculously fucking hard. It has utterly shit graphics and shit audio. It has nothing going for it at all. Everything about it is fucking cunt. Totally. Oh, fucking hell. So I'm trying to just stay stationary. There, no, right, okay, I don't know what I picked up there, but it did something perhaps. I've got to get up there, and you are fucking hell, finally got through that level. You know the most amazing thing about this game? It is the Zap64 review of it. Oh, you fuck off. This got reviewed in Zap64 and they scored it 90%. I am not joking. They scored this fucking unplayable fucking load of bollocks 90%. Now they must have surely been paid to score it that highly. This game doesn't come, well, remotely fucking close to deserving a score like that. 90% for this fucking gonad splooge. I mean, are they fucking serious? So there you go, Eyeball 2. It's got to be the most hateful game. There are games on Cassette 50 that I do not hate more than I hate this. How many? 50 of them. I would rather play any fucking Cassette 50 game than play this fucking sack of cunt. Utterly unplayable, staggeringly frustrating, stupidly fucking hard, and has nothing whatsoever to do with the first game. And then on top of it, you have it fucking going, get ready, go for it. Fuck off. And groovy. There's only one time that the word groovy is okay to say, and that's in The Evil Dead 2, and even then it has to be Ash who says it. Other than that, never say that fucking word, because it makes you look and sound like an absolute cunt. Not quite as much of a cunt as it does if you were to say, go for it, but close. So, what do I score it? I genuinely cannot think of a score low enough for this game, but I'll give it a try. I score this minus 2.6 times 10 to the 26th power, which is double the half-life of bismuth in years. I remember I did give a game minus 1.3 times 10 to the 13th power. Yeah, this... I just cannot find the words to describe how much I hate this game. But I'll give it a go. I would rather play, and I'm absolutely genuine about this, I would rather play Automan, Auf Wiedersehen Pet, or the A-Team before I would consider playing this fucking shit. So it is Eyeball 2. Absolutely contemptible in every way. If you've never played this game before, whatever you fucking do in the rest of your miserable life, make sure it stays that way. If you have played it before, then just as long as you didn't actually pay money for this back in the day, Although I genuinely think that anybody who bought this game on the strength of that Zap64 review should be entitled to fucking sue them. 90%! How the fuck did this deserve 90? I've got to bring it an end here, otherwise I'm just going to fucking burst every blood vessel in my body. So that is Eyeball 2, stinking fucking shite from start to finish in every department. That brings this review to an end, and assuming I'm able to recover, we'll see you at the next one.